Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a pretty unpredictable day in Scotland. So as you can obviously tell, there's nothing in the garage right now. And that's not good, because I need something to keep me occupied when I'm not at work. And as you can tell by the title in the thumbnail, it's quite a good one. So with that, you know what's better than having one Focus RS? Having two. So yeah, this is the new rebuild for the channel, guys. Hope you like it. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in about it. So in this video, what we're going to do is we'll give the outside a clean, because it's absolutely disgusting. We'll try and find as much damages as possible. But before we do anything else, I really want to disinfect the interior in this car, because it's just come from auction. I don't know where it's been. I don't know who's touched it. So what I'm going to use is Turtle Wax's brand new multi-purpose cleaner and disinfectant. And it kills 99% of germs. And it also kills one particular virus that's going around the world that I'm not going to mention because YouTube might demonetize me. So let's put on some gloves. Awesome. So let's set about the inside of this car, get all the plastics clean, particularly the steering wheel, handbrake, seat belts. So anyway, with that, let's crack on, get this car nice and safe for us to work on. Right, so now all the plastics that were most likely going to have been touched by anybody in the last like 2 to 3 weeks are all clean and disinfected. Let's move on and give this beast a nice sponge bath, because goodness gracious me, it is very much in need of one. Actually looks a lot better already, that's for sure. So with that, let's get it dried just super quick. And don't worry, that wasn't a proper detail, that will come later. This was just to get all the dirt off. So obviously, the front bumper's hanging off. But I think we should be able to fix that easily enough. Hiding underneath the grille, we've got an AirTech intercooler, which wasn't advertised with the car. So I'm kind of hoping this thing's been modified quite heavily and it's got a lot more horsepower than standard. If you can tell, the bonnet's misaligned a wee bit. That's okay, what we'll do is we'll lift the bonnet up, shunt it across. It should be fine. As you can tell by that very hazy mark, somebody at some point in time has made a very poor effort at either machine polishing this car or wet sanding it, I'm not really sure which. So we'll fix that with a DA. For reasons yet to be determined, it's missing the roof rails, which is just odd. A little scratch in the rear bumper there. As for the rear of the car, it kind of looks okay actually. And it's got some very big exhausts on it. And I'm hoping that's a full system. But we'll find that out when we get the car up in the air. The wheel arch is hanging out a wee bit, but that's easy enough to fix as well. A few wee scuffs on the side skirt, and as you can see, a bit more haziness there where somebody's tried to machine polish it and made a complete mess of it. The cool thing about this car is it's got the RS Recaro bucket seats in it, which is awesome because they just look smart. They're a bit dirty, so we'll give them a clean. I noticed when I was disinfecting the door card that it's a wee bit more loose than I'd like. So we'll take that off, see what's wrong with it. And if you haven't figured it out already, this car was stolen recovered. And what's slightly irritating about this is where I bought this from at auction, and I'm not going to name names, a photo like this would have been super helpful because they took a photo from this angle. So you can't tell that half the dashboard is missing on the driver's side. So anyway, with that, as with all auction cars, the battery in this thing's dead. So let's get a booster pack on it. I'll put you guys at the back of the car so you can hear the exhaust because it sounds incredible. And let's get the car into the garage, start doing a wee bit of work on it. Look at the size of that induction kit. Good Lord, that thing's massive. At some point in time, we're going to be doing an engine detailing video as well, ladies and gentlemen, that's for sure. So I had to pop the boot while the battery was still connected, because unfortunately in these cars, it's battery controlled. But look at the treasure trove of goodies I found in the boot. So I've got my vent, that's happy days. I've got probably the front bit of plastic. And it just dawns on me that that's the OBD port. And it's been snipped, which is what I'm going to assume that pile of cables comes out of. Got the side bolster bit, plastic thingy for the seat. Why I've got two of these, I've no idea. No idea what that is. Tensioner for a belt, I'm going to assume. It goes with that. Now I think they're suspension forks. Oh, to lower and raise suspension. So this thing might have aftermarket suspension on it as well, which would be really cool. I'm assuming a boot lock. While I'm looking through all this stuff, if any of you guys know what any of these parts are, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know, because you guys quite often know a lot more about this stuff than I do. Latch for something. Door lock for something. Another one of these things. Ooh! BC coilovers. And then last but not least, I'm assuming the battery cover, because it kind of looks like the one in my RS. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Quite glad that stuff was in the boot. Obviously whoever's car this was at some point in time cared about it enough to be putting new belts in it, put all the parts back in for the next owner, even though it was going to auction. That's pretty cool. I love the car community. You guys are all awesome. So anyway, with that, let's get all this stuff out of the boot and then get the battery out of this thing, get it on charge and see if we can save it. Right, now that that's all out the way, let's get this battery out, get it on charge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that battery is cooked. So we'll add that to the list of things we need to buy. I don't know what it is about buying cars from auction, but every single car I've had has had a completely roasted battery. No idea why, but that's just the way it is, so we'll move on. Right, so next thing on the list, I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to get a quick win with this. I'm hoping all these little tabs aren't broken, but they might very well be. Let's see if we can stick that back on. Hopefully it works, save us a bit more money. Well, it looks better than it did, but it's not fixed, unfortunately. The clips seem to be broken to hold it in place, but it'll do for just now. It looks a lot better than it did, like I say. So I think that's going to be the end of this week's episode, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go away now, source all the bits that I need. New battery, for example. Try and figure out what's wrong with that and how to fix it. Buy new roof rails for it as well. We're also going to get a service kit for it because I've got absolutely no idea when this thing was last serviced. So we'll do the works on it, spark plugs as well. And along with anything else that I think this beast needs to get it back on the road where it truly belongs. So as always, I hope you're keeping well and I hope you're keeping safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.